Back in the day, there was a show that taught us how families stick together even when life gets messy. 38 years later, we're revisiting the Full House cast then and now, seeing how these actors have grown since those unforgettable moments. Candace Cameron Bure debuted as DJ Tanner, an 11-year-old trying to grow up while holding her family together. Her quiet strength, big sister instincts, and bursts of insecurity felt painfully real. From DJ, we learn that responsibility placed on young shoulders leaves a mark, but love, when shared, makes the load lighter. She teaches compassion through the eyes of a child learning to lead. Rest in peace to the late Bob Saget, who first appeared as Danny Tanner, the 31-year-old single father trying to rebuild a life he didn't expect to face alone. His spotless cleaning habits, corny jokes, and tender heart weren't just habits, they were survival tactics. Danny teaches us that healing isn't quick or glamorous. Sometimes it's slow, messy, and full of fear, yet love makes you brave enough to continue anyway. John Stamos arrived as Jesse Katsopolis, the cool 24-year-old uncle whose leather jackets and rock and roll swagger hid a surprisingly soft core. Beneath the attitude was a man learning responsibility overnight. Jesse teaches us that you don't need to be ready to change, you just need someone worth changing for. His growth reminds us how love reshapes even the toughest edges. Jodie Sweetin introduced us to Stephanie Tanner, the 5-year-old firecracker whose honesty, energy, and unexpected depth made every scene brighter. Her emotional reactions, dramatic, hilarious, and sincere, were a child's raw truth. Stephanie teaches us that kids feel more intensely than adults admit, and sometimes their courage to ask hard questions is a reminder of how honest we've stopped being. Andrea Barber first lit up the screen as Kimmy Gibbler, the wonderfully offbeat 11-year-old who never apologized for being exactly who she was. Loud clothes, louder confidence, and a heart far bigger than her jokes suggested. Watching Kimmy, you can't help but wonder, why do we fear being different? Her character teaches us the quiet power of embracing our habits proudly and without hesitation. Dave Coulier came in as Joey Gladstone, the goofy, big-hearted 28-year-old who used comedy as connection. His cartoon voices, silly impressions, and childlike spirit weren't immaturity, they were generosity. Joey teaches us that joy is a gift, especially in households carrying grief. He shows that being the fun one can be a form of emotional rescue all on its own. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen appeared as Michelle Tanner, the 1-year-old twins whose growing personality became the show's heartbeat. Each stage, first word, first joke, first stubborn moment, showed a child discovering the world without fear. They teach us the beauty of simple joys, giggles, trust, curiosity. Their presence reminds us that even in grief, new life can bring unexpected hope. Loughlin stepped into the story as Rebecca Donaldson, the poised 24-year-old whose grounded warmth balanced Jesse's impulsive charm. Her intelligence, patience, and quiet confidence made the chaotic Tanner home feel steadier. Becky teaches us that love thrives on partnership, not perfection. She reminds us that blending families takes grace, humor, and the courage to show up wholeheartedly for people who need you. And that's our trip, through the laughter, the spills, the hugs, and the lessons that made the Tanner household feel like family. This was Full House Cast Where Are They Now 2025. Until our next episode, keep laughing, keep loving, and cherish the little moments.